How's it going, guys? John here, and this is going to be a pretty quick video, but I want to show something for you that use virtual tabletops. My virtual tabletop of choice is currently Foundry. I just kind of like the way it works. There's a lot of customization to it. I kind of view it like Skyrim. You got this vanilla product here that's it's pretty average, but then you add mods on top of it, and you can really make a custom game that suits your tastes and that you really enjoy. And this game is this program is no different than that. There's a lot of modules that you can add on, modifications to run different games and to do different things. You can see here, this is for my Advanced Dungeons and Dragons game that I run online. And what I want to show you guys in particular how to do is how to set up using Dungeon Alchemist with Foundry, because I found that this is an amazing combo to get high quality battle maps and dungeon crawling and whatnot, but also have like walls set up for line of sight, lights set up, and you can get a pretty good setup here pretty quickly. It's what I've been using again for my online AD&D games, and I think it's I think it works pretty good. So further ado, let's get into it. I want to show you guys though this, like if I click on these characters here, you can see that they have all their line of sight set up here, and I don't know, I just think it's pretty neat, so that they can kind of see what exactly is going on, what's going on where, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, let's dive into it. And before we get into this part in Foundry, we will be in Dungeon Alchemist, and I'll have links to both Foundry and Dungeon Alchemist in the video description below, so you can check that out if you wish as well, and if you want to experiment with it like I have here. And so let's get into Dungeon Alchemist. Let's make a map, and I'm going to show you how to export it for use in Foundry. You can also, again, use Foundry to export for Fantasy Grounds or Roll20 and have walls and lights and everything set up as well. So very versatile dungeon making software. So let's get into Dungeon Alchemist, and then from there we will put it here into Foundry. So let's go over to Dungeon Alchemist, make a map, bring it over. All right, so we are here in Dungeon Alchemist, and we have lots of different options here. So the thing that makes Dungeon Alchemist cool, and by the way, I like to go File, New Map. I use dark parchment for my maps when I use Dungeon Alchemist. I do digital so that I have sort of unlimited, but you can do print where you're limited to like various page sizes if you'd like as well. But I go digital because this is for a VTT. So we go create, and we got lots of different options here. So we got like abandoned ruins, we got an alchemist's laboratory, we got a crypt, we got deserts, we got a mansion, pits. That's new actually. So let's play with pits. I haven't played with this one yet. So the nice thing about Dungeon Alchemist is that it uses these sort of, it's AI essentially, and it fills it with random stuff. It puts doors and all the kind of stuff that you'd want in there. So let's just make like a random dungeon here, and let's put some rooms in here. Let's make a big room over here in the other entrance. Put a room here. Maybe this connects around to here. Maybe this goes out over here and connects through this side here. And let's start with that for now. We click the little check mark. It will start generating our dungeon for us. That's weird. So it's just nothing but lava. Let's refresh that. Maybe it will be refresh. Okay, well that didn't work. Because it keeps doing. Let's go with this. Okay. That's cool. I didn't know they added this, so it's going into the ground there. That's really neat. You used to not be able to do that, so I rather like that. Let's see. So the what does this one look like? I'm just explaining the stuff now because I've not had a chance to do this. So it can go. Let's see. Let's add some stairs. We'll go to this here. We go to structures, stairs down, or we'll go stairs going up. And my mouse scroll wheel is still all jacked up, so I'm waiting for the new one to come in. I'm really quite annoyed by that. That there, and let's add that one there. So that's like the entrance stairs going down in there. Let's add some more stuff. Some columns maybe. And let's put some columns in. Like that. I like that. And let's do some more columns over here. Let's try and find a different column. I like the way these... Let's go like that. Let's add some more stairs going up here. So we'll go back to here and to stairs going up. And I want to see what happens when I put crypt here, dungeon. I want to turn off windows. I don't want windows here. What happens when I do that? Let's see. Cool. So you can actually have it go up. That's neat. So you almost get like 2 levels going here, which is kind of neat. All right. So you can see that it does that here. All right. So let's put an arch of some sort here. What would be a good arch? That there. I like that. And we'll put... So let's do this too. This is what's really neat here. So we could go to that and let's put a room here. And let's regenerate that. Regenerate it. So there can be, let's get rid of this statue. Let's get rid of that. So you can see we got this door right here. Let's see if we get any, I know there's some ladders. So let's see if we got, that's kind of a ladder. No. We got that there. So if I go to this top view, this is pretty neat. I didn't know it could do that now. That is a neat update that it did. I'm quite pleased with that. So bonus there, that is pretty cool. So I'm just gonna fast forward through here. I'm gonna build out a dungeon, and then we're going to, I'll show you how to export it. So the next part of the video will probably be sped up, and we'll go from there. So let's do that. I think that's good for now to make like just a simple dungeon. We got like a little treasure room over here the players can get to, locked behind a door here, which I'll show you how cool this is in Foundry in a second. So I can go to the orthographic view. You can see it's like that, or we can give it like a kind of sort of top perspective here, like so. So pretty high quality map. I made it very quickly, and I think I'm gonna change the floors here. I want all the floors to be the same. Which floor is that? Is that this one? It's this one. Just for the sake of continuity, I guess. And what's neat too is you can take you can go do cinematic mode too, which allows you to kind of go in like first person into your dungeon, so you can kind of see what that's like. You can kind of go in and you can kind of go through your dungeon and see what it looks like, what it would look like in first person, which is pretty neat. You can even open and close doors, which is really cool. Bunch of helms in here. I don't know why I did that, but you know, it's just close it. Just a neat thing. Well, so let's exit that. One final thing I think I want to do is you can change, well, we have effects here. That's cool. Will-o-wisps. What is that? Ooh, this is all new. That is so cool. Oh, that is so cool. Fog. Ah, that's neat. I love it. Put some fog in here. All right, so we got some fog. It's weird. It's just a texture on the ground. That's funny, because it knows you're gonna just be looking at it like that. So well, that's cool. Just add fire. I think it'll lag out my computer if I do too much of that. It's already struggling a little bit here. Get rid of those. So we have our map here. Let's change the color. I want it to be dark like this, and you can actually change the brightness and the darkness of everything. So let's go with something like that. And you can change it to lots of different like spooky colors if you wish. That one's actually kind of cool. I kind of like that. What's this one look like? Red for like some kind of hellscape. So you can see you got lots of options. I think I'm going to go with this one though. It's rather striking there. Oh, didn't save it. That one, and we'll let the sun set a little bit. You can change the brightness here, so you can have it like super dark or a little bit dark. I'm gonna have it like that. And let's go with I'm gonna save this first of all. I'm gonna save it in my I'm gonna save it directly into the Foundry, so you can see I'm in users, me, app data, local, Foundry data, AD&D. Well, maybe you can't see that. You can't see that, unfortunately. I'm just saving it into my user stuff so that directly on my computer so that I can more easily import it. So I'll save it here. You can't see me save it, unfortunately, but it's okay. I'm gonna call it just Ancient Crypt. Ancient Crypt. And we're going to, let's get rid of this here. We're going to export this. And this is where you have lots of different options here. So you can just export it as an image only, a video export. I'm going to do Foundry export. And we will go with, you have limited 3D perspective, which is kind of cool. I think I'll go that route. We'll keep it at high quality color. We can have the grid on there. Let's go with like a lighter. You know, we don't need the grid. I never do the grid. Render lights, and I like to render the lights in image and export to the VTT. And we will. That's cool. You can export it as a video. I might experiment with that after the fact to see if I can get it to work in Foundry. Because if I could have like animated battle maps in Foundry, that would be pretty amazing. So we're just going to keep it like how I normally do it. So this would be normally it. I'm going to hit export, and we have it in Ancient Crypt. It's going to export it as a JSON file, and we'll say save. And again, you can do this for you can popped up here on my screen. You can do this for again, Fantasy Grounds, Roll20, Universal VTT, image only, print video. So I'm going to do a video, and we'll just keep it as that. Export, and we'll go save. Because I'm curious if it will export it and work in Foundry. So I'm going to let it do its thing here, and we'll work in Foundry in just a minute. All right, so it exported my map. Let's jump over into Foundry, and I'll show you how cool this actually is and how quick and easy this is to set up dungeon maps for your online VTTs. And again, I want to reiterate, this will work in most other VTTs. I'm using Foundry, but you can make this work in Roll20. You can make this work in Fantasy Grounds. It supports the big three like that: Foundry, Fantasy Grounds, and Roll20. So let's move over into Foundry, and we'll get this going. All right, so we're back here in my Foundry game. This is again my AD&D game. So we're going to go over to here. I'm going to create a new folder here. I'm going to call it Ancient Crypts. I'm going to create it. We're going to make a new scene inside, and we're going to call it Ancient Crypt. We'll call it Ancient Crypt 1. We're going to close that. Let's open the folder. We're going to right click on it. We're going to go import data. I'm going to go to choose. And so I'm already in like my Foundry local. So John, this is my personal user app data local. You can't see it again. Dang it. So frustrating. Wherever you saved it, you're going to navigate to it. And you're going to go and upload the JSON file. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Import. So it's imported. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to select the background image. Go to my AD&D game, Ancient Crypt. I want to be able to see them. So we will go with this. Actually, let's see what happens when I do the video. I'm just curious. Oh, that is cool. It worked. I have animated battle maps. All right, so I'm gonna ring my doorbell. It's annoying. They can wait. So wow, that is so cool. That is really cool. That makes Dungeon Alchemist like that much cooler to me. I love it. All right, so what's cool is if we go to our characters here, I'm gonna drag on one of my player characters here, and we can see like he has his line of sight all set up. All the walls are set up, and that is just so cool. So I want to check something because the grid seems a little off. I think I want something a little lighter so I can see the grid more clearly. There we go. I think it's a little off. Maybe? No, it's not. It seems good. Everything seems like it's lined up. So it imports it at the proper DPI. So when the grid is over it, it will work just fine. So again, we'll put our guy in there. And he moves around. And he can see, he has line of sight with everywhere he's going here. So this is like, this is pretty neat. And let's bring him over to here. So as you can see, he can go up here, he can go up the steps, and the door is here. As a DM, I can lock doors by right-clicking on them, unlock it, and if the players themselves can actually click open doors if they want to. If they're locked, they can't. But they can click open doors and themselves as they're exploring. So I just find this to be really cool, really neat. Maybe a little video gamey for some people. I understand some people don't like this, and it's totally a preference thing, but I think it's really cool. Being able to have these videos in here is just, that's something new I discovered while recording this video. So that is just so cool to have animated battle maps now within the game itself. The one limitation I've seen is that if you go much bigger than like this map that I've made here, you're going to have a bad time. It might not render depending on your computer. I've tried to make like these big mega dungeons, and when I loaded it here into Foundry, it's not worked out too well. Like it just is a black screen. So which is kind of annoying. I want to change this background color to black. There we go. Just easier to look at. So yeah, that is as easy as it goes. So you're going to make a new scene. You're going to right click on the scene, import data, import the JSON file wherever you are, and then you're going to click on here. You're going to import the image wherever you have it saved at. Usually I try and save it in the user data, app data. And you can do videos now apparently in Foundry, which is amazing. You can also have the video file here. So that is incredibly powerful, and it will, I think, level up the immersion in your VTTs in your online games, and hopefully make the game a lot more immersive for your players, a lot more fun. I know my players enjoy like these high quality battle maps that are able to do this kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you like this kind of content, I'm always trying to make interesting videos for you guys, either covering games themselves or covering tools like this to make your game really interesting. So, you know, I'll have a link to this, all of these files on my Subscribestar. Link will be in the video description. So if you are using Foundry, and I'll have I'll export this map for Roll20 and Fantasy Grounds as well for you guys. So if you want to use this map, and I'll include this video file too. If you want to use these maps for your own game, your own VTT, you will be able to do so. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. If you want to support the channel, again, my subscribe star is available. Get my Gilded server, as well as right here on YouTube. So, hope you enjoyed this video. This is really cool discovering these new updates that Dungeon Alchemist is doing. This is probably what WotC wants for their own virtual tabletop, more than likely. But I don't know. This is cooler because I get more customization and I'm not beholden to Wizards of the Coast. So check it out. Check out Foundry. Check out Dungeon Alchemist. I cannot recommend Dungeon Alchemist enough. One of my supporters, Calstaff, great guy. Follow him on Twitter. I'll have his link in the bio in the description below. He's the one that actually gifted me Dungeon Alchemist because I've been wanting to use it, and I've already made a previous video about it with an older version of the software. So having this newer version is pretty amazing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.